some very surprising contents of her sewer system from her next door neighbor. You're not going to believe this, folks. Here it comes.
All right, let's begin our meeting. Madam Clerk, will you please take roll?
Council members Johnson.
Here.
Morales.
Here.
Yark. Here. Mayor Pro Tem Berry.
Here.
Mayor Pete.
Here. All right. Presentations to oral communications. The public may address the City Council on any matters prior to any action. First oral communication we have will be Mandy Ortiz.
Hello. So my name is Mandy, and I am speaking on behalf of myself and my mother, Dawnette. We love Cypress. I know most of you guys. So she got to Cypress in 1963. We're very involved, as she has been. She raised me to be the same way. Very passionate about this community. So I'm a little afraid to speak up, but my issue has reached a point where I believe I have a voice and I need to speak up, so that's why I'm here. I will warn if there are any kids in here that some of this topic might be a little bit vulgar and a little upsetting, so I just wanted to give that disclaimer ahead of time. So in preparation for coming today, we drove around the city of Cypress, seeing if we could spot massage parlors that are around, and we counted 6 of them, and those are just the ones we saw in the time that we had. And if anyone thinks that these massage parlors are operating as a genuine licensed business serving only the appropriate causes, then that's a sad mistake. I know because there's one right next door to our business, Subs and Grub, and it's been there about 8 years, changed names a handful of times, but the activities that are going on there have not changed. No women ever go inside, except for the ones that work there. And the guilty looks of the men that enter kind of tell a story for itself. And some might say it's none of our business. Some people might not even notice. But the habits there have gotten increasingly filthy that it's kind of bubbling over into our business and into our customers. So it has become our business. So let me list some examples of what we find there. They're constantly smoking cigarettes at the back door, often hardly clothed. They park in the back and they walk around the front in robes only or underwear to go through the locked front door. They bring $100 bills over regularly to get change from us. They are dropped off in Ubers, exiting the car in underwear and t-shirt only. We had an event and we had guests there, and their jaws just about dropped when they saw them go in there. Our shopping center, these are some of the things you can see from there. Their tint is so dark, you can't see anything through it. The door is consistently locked. There's 4 to 5 cars parked in the back, and the men are ushered into the door, and it's shut immediately through the back. We find alcohol bottles daily in the parking lot, even a bag of urine found in the lot. We find Plan B contraceptive wrappers found outside their door and ours, and constant stares from men waiting in their cars. They're ready to receive their appointment, and they get a text or something because they automatically get out and go straight in, and the door is unlocked. So these are some examples of when it's really affected us during a busy lunch rush when lots of people were in there. A lot of prominent people. I know a lot of you guys go in there. A man came running in. He was clearly intoxicated, and he said, "They're running a whorehouse next door. Somebody call the cops." And it was awkward. We had a full house. Luckily, there were firemen in there that could help calm him down and kind of get rid of him for us because he was drunk and causing a scene. Our drains were plugged, and we called the plumber, and he came in, and after he kind of examined the situation, he came up to us and said, "There's condoms in here," plugging it up. And more recently, this week, in the back, there was a clear McDonald's coffee cup and had condoms in it. And it sat there for 4 days before it was gone. So in clear view. So obviously our customers are people of this community, and everyone deserves the same right to be comfortable where they're going to eat. You guys have been in there. The police department comes in there, the firemen, teachers. I've had my professors, I've invited them to come to my business and see what I've done with my degree. And these are the kinds of things that they see, and it's embarrassing, quite frankly. People don't want to bring their families there. So in wrapping up, these people aren't poor and they're not all dirty, but it's bringing a high-class level of filth, if that makes any sense. And it's an advanced operation. It's been robbed at gunpoint twice to our knowledge. And now they keep their doors locked, but that doesn't stop people coming in expensive cars and going in there. I'm a grown woman and we can handle ourselves, but when that kind of clientele is coming around, it's not comfortable. And we employ women that are, mostly women, 18 to 24 years old, that are recent graduates, are putting themselves through college, and they're struggling to make rent or save for a car, and they see these women next door driving in luxury cars constantly, flaunting their $100 bills around. That's just not the impression that
Ms. Ortiz,
I want to give them.
we need to wrap up, please.
Okay. So, all I want to say is maybe the police have done what they can do, and I understand that because these people are hovering just above the law, but as a community, I don't think we're that naive to not know what's going on there, and I hope that maybe landlords or someone can get some kind of restriction going to make sure that this isn't the kind of business that we're putting around our families and such.
All right, thank you.
Seems like this massage parlor is running a freaking whorehouse with impunity, where there's a church on every other corner and where there's pastors that are making hundreds of millions of dollars out of the population on Sundays for one day's work, while these poor sex slaves got to go in 7 days a week and turn tricks for these creeps. Folks, the reason I'm bringing this up is because Cypress has some big churches in it, like Seacoast Grace and Cottonwood, and they've got some other big churches in their community. And this stuff shouldn't be happening, folks. We got open-air prostitution brothels operating in massage parlors, and the police can't seem to get anything done about it. So why aren't the churches getting involved and shutting these places down? Here's a message to all you crooked, phony, money-grubbing pastors out there in Cypress, California. They want to sit back and get girls raped for 20 bucks next to a sandwich shop as the Johns are getting dropped off in their underwear by Uber. Here's a job for you phony, crooked pastors that want to steal everybody's money. Get your congregation out on the sidewalk in front of this place with video cameras and videotape every moron that walks in there dressed like Superman and put it on the internet. That'll shut the place down because the cops don't seem to want to do it. Anyway, watch this video. This woman's had enough, and you want to know something, folks? So have I. Look at these churches, $50 million churches, and they're shut down 6 days a week. I could go on. Ladies and gentlemen, this whole thing's a fraud. We got to stop this car from going over the cliff.